Not sure if I told you that she happens to be an NLP coach, a tarot reader, a numerologist, as well as a DNA astrologer. So she is a person who wears many, many hats and indeed a very empowering. Please guide us on the esoteric meaning of what actually a womb is and why are you calling it this program the Inner Shakti program?
Very important to pick up certain questions which comes to from all of you who might or might not know about what really is womb. And to be very honest, in my years of working with beautiful goddesses, beautiful women like us, there's hardly anybody whom I have ever come across who even knows that how does our very own womb look? How does our uterus look? So what really is the womb? The womb is this thriving organ. Yes, it's an organ, guys. Just as our stomach, just as our liver, just as our eyes, our womb is also an organ which resides below our navel. As I talk, I encourage you all to take your right hand and put it right below your navel. Now, take your right hand and put it right below your navel. Remember how, while we were growing up, we were made to feel ashamed of that area of our body? We were never made to feel ashamed of our lips or our nose or our stomach. But the womb, however, nobody should touch. No, don't touch it. It's almost as if it doesn't exist. It's almost as if being a woman, we are not taught, or in fact, we are made to feel ashamed of that which resides within us. So type in the comment section, have you guys all taken your right hand? And today, connected with that energy which is within you? Yes, we have spoken about sacral chakra. Yes, people speak about so many things as creativity and expression. But where in our body does it reside? It resides right below the navel. Type in the comment section. And you know what? It's a very small organ, not more than an apricot. It is that small. In my years of working with women, a lot of women didn't even know how does it look like? How does our internal womb look like? It is not bigger than an apricot. But when it is thriving with opportunities, for example, when women conceive, it has the propensity of expanding 20 times its size. It is so flexible. It is so flexible. And that is, in fact, one of the reasons why it is considered that females are flexible. But it's just that we are misusing that flexibility. The society is misusing that flexibility today. So, which is where now, instead of opportunities and the Shakti, the energy in our womb, we have trauma. Unfortunately, that's the truth. The first trauma that we get is the trauma of being disconnected from the universe, the trauma of duality, the trauma of the umbilical cord that a lot of us feel has been cut just because we are in our human experience. So, today, in our entire experience, we are going to speak a lot about it. And I'm also, remember, I'm a neuro-linguistic programming coach. What an NLP coach does is that using the senses, The senses being to see, to touch, to feel, to hear, and to taste. So, a neuro linguistic programming practitioner uses all of these senses to retrain our brain. And today I'm going to use two, three of these. Touch, I have already used. So, did you guys touch your navel? Type in the comment section. Did you all do that? Wherever you are watching me, just touch the area below your navel, activate it. Let your senses know that that exists because it's the senses which is connected to the brain. And if the brain is disconnected with the womb energy, that is where we start having such issues as PCOS, PCOD, irregular menstrual cycle, infertility, and whatnot. So you all did. That's amazing. I will soon also learn how to create a poll on Zoom and do that. But it's good to know that you guys are active. So let me first invoke the goddess energy around us so that she guides us well for this entire webinar to whatever she wants to flow through and hear, so that all of you hear what is meant for you to hear today. So close your eyes and thank the universe, the energy of flow today, to let us be present here completely. Thank you, Goddess, which flows in and around us, to allow us this experience, this 1 hour of connecting with our divine energy. I also want to thank the God of the internet, which is Sri Rahu and Sri Mercury, that everything goes smoothly and communication flows through as the Venusian power, as Lakshmi flows through all of us today to give us the divine wisdom to what unfolds and the protection of Parmeshwari and Parmeshwar under whose blessings we begin now. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, great. So what do you see over here? The first thing that I wanted you all to drop the shade off is how our yoni looks. This is how it looks. And this is the yoni in nature. What you see here in this picture are actually fruits. That's an orange. There is a melon. And the one above it is a papaya. So something which is so abundantly available in nature. And I want you all to notice one more thing. Please type in the comment section. When you see this picture, where does your attention goes and what do you get out of it? And trust me, no answer is a wrong answer. Every answer speaks just a little about our goddess energy, how near or far we are from it, how much we need to connect with it. So I am looking at the comment section. Please type that what is it that you first see when you look at this picture? Is that how, not just in fruits, but also in other essences, the gufa is there. Do you remember that how in our ancient stories, rishis and munis used to go inside the gufas and they used to meditate? What do you think they were doing? They were entering the divine energy, the feminine energy of the womb of Mother Earth. Yes. And this womb of Mother Earth, which everybody in the ancient times were going out there to see, we all women have it inside us. We all have it inside us. And I want you today, through your senses, to see that this thriving potential, which is where all those ancient wisdom people used to go to allow that ancient wisdom to go through them, this resides within us. It's right there. Yes, where your hand is right below your navel. The womb, the spirit, the divinity, as Romalini says. So that's the next thing that I wanted you to see. Do you know who this is? She is the ancient goddess of fertility. She is the ancient goddess of fertility. Her name is Lajagori. After this session, or wherever you are hearing me, I encourage you to go and know about her, to go and connect with her. And why is that? As you can see in this sculpture, she is an unabashed, unashamed energy. She is not afraid of opening herself. She is not afraid of revealing her divine feminine energy. In fact, in the ancient times, she was the one who was worshipped and she was the one who was honored. It's not that when somebody used to look at her, they used to have lustful emotions. That is because they used to respect her energy. Is the disconnection with this energy which is leading mankind into how we know of it today, of being ashamed of just being you. Every female knows that she is her, but today we are made to feel ashamed of honoring her within us. And today, through these sessions, that is the training we are going to reverse. So are you all ready? Type in the comment section. Lajja Gauri, yes. Now, the next thing that I want you all to see is what you see in this picture is the picture of our vocal cord, which resides right here. Our vocal cord, through which we speak. And then we have the pelvic floor and the vulva. Now, why I want you to see this is first, do you see the similarity between how our vocal cord looks and how our vulva looks? They're so similar. And there is the secret of creation. And the secret of creation is in the shape. Don't we say that whatever we speak, through speaking we create? The ancient mantras, the spells. Haven't we heard that words are spells? Once you connect with your inner goddess, with your inner Shakti, and after that connection, when you speak through this shape of connection, which I'm going to speak about next, it will manifest. Trust me, I've been using it with many people. Now, what is that shape of connection? It's this. It's this shape, guys. When you do a namaskar, the shape that opens up, the oval shape, the shape of the egg, that is the shape that I'm speaking about. And do you all know that this shape is available abundant, not just in nature, but within us also? Yes, it's the shape of our vulva. We have just seen it's the shape of our vocal cords, and thus what we speak gets created. But look where else it is. Look closely in the mirror if you have. Where else do you have this shape? This shape is the shape of our eyes. So what we see gets created through the energy of our brain. This shape is also the shape of our mouth, of our lips. Yet again, what we speak gets created. And we all know about namaskar, right? This is the pose of namaskar. Today, hardly anybody does namaskar. But if you are somebody who's connected with me, you know that how often I use this greeting. And there's a reason for it. If you know that, can you put it in the comment section? The reason is that in the ancient times, if somebody was saying namaskar, it was not just namaste or namaste like that. It was a very well-informed, very thought-of gesture where the right and the left side was coming together and we were speaking words into it, namaskar. It was not here, it was not, or maybe it could be here too, which was through the heart, but it was mostly here, namaskar. And namaskar means that my soul respects and bows to your soul. So when we speak those words into this shape of creation, into that womb energy, into the energy of the shape of the egg, the oval, it expands. It makes sense to the universe. It's almost as if the message which the universe gets is, yes, you mean it. And this is also the shape which I often use when I initiate people into manifestation, a very powerful shape, the shape of the oval, the shape of the egg, the shape which resides within a female energy, the potential, the goddess, which resides within the female energy, which we are made to feel ashamed of. Is that something new for you all? Type in the comment section. Now, the next thing which I want you all to also see is this. You know, with this webinar, I'm going to make you a lot familiar through your senses to what resides within us, so that one, nobody can make you feel ashamed of it. And two, do remember that that's there, like any other organ, like any other body part. The reason why I'm showing you this is for you all to concentrate on its shape. Concentrate on its shape, please. Okay, now where I'm moving my mouse, does it not look like a cup? A cup. What does a cup do? A cup holds, right? A cup holds. Now, What we allow our cup to hold is what we will pour out. As you all must have heard of this message that, or the story that in a coffee shop once there was this person who was walking with his cup of coffee. Somebody came and barged into him. It all fell. Now, my question here is what fell from the cup? And the simplest of the answer is coffee. Why? Because coffee was inside. So, the emotions or whatever we hold in this cup is what comes out of us, is the energy that we are exuding in this universe. If we feel stuck, those stuck energies are in this cup. All our emotions, all our feelings, all the ingredients of our life, they come and they settle in our connection of the root and the sacral chakra, which we have mostly heard of. And that is the energy which today through numerology, I'm going to speak about. And this is what I do. I utilize the connection of all the techniques that I know of, which is neurolinguistic programming, tarot, numerology, astrology, ancient wisdom, and breath work to initiate all of you into what is to come. So please let me know in the comments. Did you all know about this? Had you ever heard of it? So this is what our womb wisdom is. This is the wisdom that we have gone away from since a very long time. And this is the wisdom with which I want you all to be connected with today. A lot of experiences await you, a lot of demos await you. So stay tuned. In the meanwhile, if you have any question, please type in the comment section. And this is the inner Shakti that I was so speaking about, the feminine inner Shakti, which is available abundantly in the entire universe, but first on earth, the energy which the ancients used, and that energy of flow and femininity which lies within us, right where your hand should be right now, which is below your navel. So, Vineeta, does that answer you?
It surely does. It definitely answers my question. And I am amazed by some of the information that you shared. I never knew that our womb is only the size of an apricot. Trust me, I
That's
did not
true.
know that.
Absolutely. And the immense flexibility that it has, that when it is containing a potential, which often for human beings means a baby, it expands itself to 20 times. And that's what I want you all to know. That is your potential, females. Your potential is 20 times or more. If only we connect with it and make the most of it, which is what we are going to do today.
Interesting comment by Nisha ji. She says it is interesting to know that womb has wisdom as well. Neha, you'd like to say something about that?
Absolutely. See, the womb, we just spoke about that, how it looks like a cup. We also just saw in that picture, if you recollect, that how our tailbone is in the womb part or in the pelvic part, and that tailbone is connected through the ladder of our life, which is the spine and its vertebrae to our brain, to the back of our brain. And where does a human being channel that energy from? Whenever we receive anything, which is when we make ourselves open to receiving, which is what we did with the intention and the prayer at the beginning of this webinar. And we opened up to allow that energy in. Now, with that open channel, that energy comes and settles in our cup, and which is what our womb is. So the best way for it to flow in our entire energy system, in our entire cellular body, and for it to start speaking to us, we have to unlayer, unravel, and reveal our inner goddess. But to reveal our inner goddess, first, we need to know it, and we need to come into almost like she exists. So far, we have been saying that she doesn't even exist, feel ashamed of it. A lot of us are a lot of us have not even seen what our yoni is. How does it look? We don't know how our yoni looks. So if I can, 1 second, I will just try and show you this one more picture. So if you see this picture, what you see here are different kind of yonis. To be very honest, we have been made to feel very, very ashamed of our diversity. We have been given one standard response. This is how it should look. This is how this is what beauty means. Maybe through the industry of porn, that should be perfect. No, I want you all to know and be open to accept that you all are unique. And just as the fingertip prints, your yoni is unique. And that is the unique sacred geometry you have. And because that is the unique sacred geometry you have, the shape of the egg, which is unique to you, that is a unique wisdom which flows through you. Later in the webinar, we will be speaking about how your numerology speaks about it. And that numerology would also help you understand that how unique you are, how different you are from everybody. And once you accept that uniqueness, that difference of how one person could be from the other, that is when you will start accepting the uniqueness of the inner goddess which flows through you. You wouldn't want to be like the woman next door or the person who you admire or aspire to be. Be you, do you. And by this, just know that how unique, how different, how individually amazing all of you are. Do you believe it? Do you see this? Type in the comment section.
Understand where do I, as an individual, have something unique in me which will specifically tell me where do I store my trauma, and if I do store, what certain kinds of trauma in my womb.
Absolutely. Vineeta, that is what today I'm going to introduce to you all, that there's a reason why you were born on a particular date. And how is that energetically aligned to you? That is one part of it. And because it is energetically aligned to you, it also through that gives you the opportunity of releasing that generational trauma. Just a while back, I spoke about sacred geometry. Our personal numbers, which is our date of birth, is our sacred geometry. And in our sacred geometry, which is our date of birth and our name or our personal numbers, as a numerologist, I can pretty well see just by your date of birth as to what trauma are you storing within. And just as I showed you that how each of our yonis are different, similarly, even though we might have the same flavor or a similar flavor of trauma, but how it shows up in our life and how we process it, how we analyze it changes from our numerology to numerology. It's interesting today because when there are various other sessions happening or on YouTube, I do see certain standard Yoni meditations, which is great because it's good for the upper work. But I, as a numerologist and a healer, I wanted to give you all something which was personalized to you, something which you could have focused on and did not really, more like a self-help thing. And which is where when I did the study, I also realized that how our date of birth and its indication can help us understand that what are those personal traumas that we need to work on. And not just that, I did not stop over there. I went a little ahead, and based on that information, I have created something very beautiful for you. So stay tuned because I'm going to give you all an experience of that as well. A sacred number, a sacred geometry is connected with our inner trauma. That is what I'm going to give you all a demo of today.
In my own personal experience, when I actually have taken 3 sessions of womb healing with you, I never told you that I'm suffering from PCOS. I've been suffering from PCOS since my puberty. So it's been what, almost 30 years, and for that long duration, you can always see I'm chubby for sure. But my periods were very irregular. And after I took the womb healing session, not only have my periods been regular, which obviously my doctor is still amazed about how is that going on. I said, happens. There are things outside medical science that help as well. And trust me, this has helped me not only within my body, which has definitely stabilized certain energies in me. You know, the trauma of getting periods after every 10 days or not getting periods for 3 months, it literally drives us crazy. In my case, it was sometimes the periods will not stop for 3 months. And that was really, really painful. I don't have that issue any further. It is a blessing in its own self.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Very,
Vineeta,
very
thank
regularly
you.
with the moon cycles. They stay absolutely for the same duration of 5 days and they go away very painlessly. It's very rarely these days that I experience discomfort, but not that I don't experience discomfort, but it's not irregular. And that's a blessing in its own self for me.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Thank you, Vineeta, for sharing it. And that is also because you took this step of connecting with your inner power and ensuring that one, you're not ashamed of it. And second, that it flows through you with its natural flow. Dr. Nima, for example, she's asked that it says if we have some unsaid emotions, it may lead to certain conditions like fibroids that leads to infertility. Exactly. Fibroids, or why does infertility happen? That's because our inner juice is either contaminated or it. So one, maybe we haven't even done anything in this life for our contamination. Maybe it is going on since generations. It's just been passed through us. But today, if you all are here, you have decided to work on it, and it will show its purpose just as it did in Vineeta's case, not just made in your own divine timing, but the reason for me to offer it for you all over here is so that you can get initiated into it, and so that you know that there are solutions to it. Because some of you might have very, very strong karma or a strong generational pattern related to it. So it might take a little longer for some, it might take a little less for some, but trust me, if you start working on it today, you will start seeing results, as many have, and as Vineeta has. Because as she mentioned, that once that bowl gets filled up or it's not working well, it affects us, it affects our emotions. Because imagine a cup which is overflowing, but it is overflowing with gutter water. If it is overflowing with gutter water, that is what is flowing through our entire energy system. And through our energy system, that is what is flowing through our life's experiences. Because law of attraction says the energy that we give out is what gets attracted towards us. And then we wonder that why are we facing the issues in relationships or intimacy issues that we so face. This is why it is. Today, with this, we are going to experience the clearance of that gutter. And not just that, as I mentioned, I'm going to speak about how it could be everybody's gutter. I'm sorry, but everybody's emotional baggage could be different. That's what we are going to work on today. I'm going to give you some self-help tools which will help you on personally working on it, so that you are not doing generic work. So that and a lot more coming up.
Jane, could you please mute yourself? Some people are having difficulties in with the sound.
Vasudha, can you mute all except Vineeta, please?
So, guys and sorry, ladies, could you be kind enough to put in your date of birth in the WhatsApp group, so that Neha can actually help us with the Neha can actually help you with your personal numerology, understanding what are the traumas, what are the kind of traumas that you might personally be storing in your womb. Um, those who are interested in the numerology reading right now.
So what I am requesting you all to do is please share your personal date of birth in the WhatsApp group. In case you haven't, find the group link in the chat, and don't put it here, put it in the WhatsApp group. We will pick up certain live demos from the WhatsApp group. Okay, a lot have started to come in. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so what we will do now is, and also know that this is getting recorded. It is going out there on YouTube, and yes, the replays of it will be available as well. So let's pick up. So do this only if you want to be picked up. Okay. So I think let's pick up Neelu. Neelu, are you there? Neelu, can you unmute yourself, please? Neelu? Neelu, can you unmute yourself and speak, please? Okay, you can't. Okay, then we'll go to another one. Audrey, Audrey, are you there? Can you unmute yourself and speak? Okay, host has to. I have to unmute. Okay, hold on. Neelu.
Neelu ji, you can unmute.
Hi.
Namaste.
Hi, namaste, Neha.
Namaste, namaste. Let me change the view a bit. Neelu.
I'm off video right now.
Okay, could you make yourself visible if possible?
Okay, give me a second, please.
Yeah. So Neelu, the date of birth so the date of birth that you have shared with us, one of the personal traumas that you carry is also the trauma of not getting as much as you give. And there is this sense of attachment which you feel with people, which is those unreciprocated emotions when you give out too much, when you want to nurture somebody, but maybe the other person is not ready to receive, and then the rejection that you face of it, that is all which has got and stood in your trauma. So for you, for example, I would, if you were to go ahead with what we are going to do, I would personally recommend you to you will know what I mean, but I will personally recommend you to stay tuned because specifically for somebody like you, we have something coming up, and
Nice.
and you see how it is, how this is very personal to you. Someone else might not understand it because someone else might have a different energy. You are somebody who is very sensitive to the moon cycle as well. What I mean to say is that when the moon waxes and wanes, you feel it,
Oh, yes.
right? So you so
Yeah.
you personally feel it, and
Right.
even though a lot of other women do too, but for you it's almost as if with how you're feeling you would know if it's a full moon or a new moon or which phase the moon is in.
Right.
So it works for you in the case where if you start balancing those emotions and let go of those, of that little codependent nature that you have, and you let people be, because not everybody wants to be mothered the way you want to mother. It's like it's flowing out from you, and when it meets a wall, that is when you tend to go inside your shell. And when all those emotions, they are not able, you're not able to process them, is what then gets into the energy block, into knots, and that's what is stored in your
Right.
environment.
Right. And thank you for saying that. I'm sorry if my voice is it echoing. I hope it's not.
It's not.
I'm so thank you firstly for taking me on and saying what you said. I resonate with everything that you've said. It's been a part of my journey as well. And with what you've said, you got to do this or do this or do that in order for the next to happen. I resonate with that as well. So I greatly appreciate Neha. आपने जो अभी बोला है was bang on for
Excellent.
me.
Yeah.
And in the last like 1 2 3 years, 3 years max, I would put the time frame. I've gone through the understanding of trying to step out of this, and I'm just looking for ways to do it.
Yeah.
So thank you for bringing me on. Thank you for being bang on, and thank you for saying what you said.
That's excellent, Neelu. Thank you for sharing that. However, I would like to add that you don't need to
Yes,
step out of it. You just need to use it to make your power, because not everybody is as compassionate as you are. And just when you decide to channelize that energy for yourself and not for others, it's almost like, yes, I have the emotions which I do, but I'm not looking for your validation to feel or not feel it.
right,
Then
right,
it just becomes your superpower, because then what you
right,
have to give to the world, no one else has the way you have it give it to the world. And that often
right.
comes out in your spoken words, sometimes it comes out in your gestures. And that is what makes people look at you and say, oh, I want to have that.
And thank you again for that, Neha. I greatly appreciate this, and I look forward to, because you know what? Also, I actually just came into the call, and you picked me. For whatever reasons, divine is the divine, and for whatever reasons it happened, it happened. Thank you.
Thank
Also,
you.
you're looking super hot in that white singlet that you're wearing. Hello.
I'm channelizing my
uh,
inner goddess.
yeah, absolutely.
My inner
and
goddess, by
and
the way, my inner goddess, by the way, is very
yeah.
sensitive. So I was like, let me be her today. Who cares?
Nice, nice. And thank you. Really, greatly appreciate this. And I'm looking forward to now that I'm here to, hear more from you and from everybody else.
Thank you,
Thank
Neelu.
you.
And thank you,
Thank,
Romaline.
thank you.
Neha ji, I would request you to get us into the immersive experience before we continue with any further with the numerology thing.
Absolutely, yes.
Um,
So, yeah, so through Neelu, thank you, Neelu, for coming across. We will do more of this. I will let you know how it is a lot more personalized for all of you too. But before that, before we go ahead, I want you to close your eyes and experience what is going to come next, because I am so excited to give this to you as a gift. So find yourself a safe space, first of all. If possible, first of all, put all of yourself on mute, and find yourself a safe space. Lock your doors, have a glass of water, and be ready to connect with this inner goddess. While Vineeta takes care of the back end, I want you all to close your eyes and say, yes, my goddess, I am ready. Reveal yourself to me. Okay, so let's begin.
This is your divine time to accept and connect with your Yoni Shakti, your inner divine Shakti. When you are ready, make sure you are sitting in a comfortable, safe space. Using the power of your breath, inhale, exhale. Allow your consciousness and attention to travel to your heart. Put both of your hands on your heart. As a number 2, you are wired to sacrifice, to nurture others, to provide a safe space to others, but at your own behest. You give so much that all those cords currently of giving are hooked onto your womb. Today, we release those hooks such that you can balance your karma with giving and receiving. With this, you don't only release the trauma of codependent attachment for yourself, but also for your ancestors. Keep one hand on your yoni and the other, let it be on your heart. Create an intentional passage between your yoni and heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, with every inhale, connect with your womb, the area below your navel. Inhale, exhale. Inhale from your womb and exhale with your mouth. With the next inhale, you can see the cords of attachment and giving coming out of your womb like branches of a tree with roots. You can see them now. Like creepers, they lie within your womb. Like a stagnant energy allowing no movement. However, constantly giving out energy to whoever is receiving it. Say this affirmation. I am safe to release these roots. I am safe to cut these cords. My energy is sacred. Visualize yourself cutting these cords. Take your time to clean this divine womb. Maybe when you cut, you release in the form of tears or in the form of emotions such as resentment, anger. Allow yourself to feel. This time, don't hold back, feel. Take a few deep breaths to feel and to release that emotion. Cut those cords. Cut them. Cut them with compassion. They have served their purpose. You now need to clean your womb temple. Next time when I say cut, you see yourself cutting those cords. Cut, and cut. You can now see your divine inner Shakti sitting within you, the divine goddess. As you have cut the cords with compassion, she reveals herself. See, what is she wearing? How does she smell? Take a deep breath and connect with her fragrance. Enjoy it. Move your hips while you enjoy that beautiful incense. How does she look? Connect with her. What ornaments is she wearing? See what she's wearing in her ears. What has she put on her eyes, those beautiful large eyes? Your inner goddess. What color of lipstick is she wearing? Just looking at her is connecting with her. Place both your hands on your womb and look at her, she who resides within you. Honor her with flowers. Dance with her. Honor her with incense. Move with her. She's playing with you and she's dancing with you. She's connecting with you now. In the beautiful, clean garden of your womb, enjoy her company. Honor her with your surrender. Bow to her and take her blessings. Visualize a red-orange light emitting from her, glowing from her, spreading in each and every part of your body. First, filling your womb. Now. And from there, reaching to every other cell that you can and cannot think of. Flow with it, the beautiful red, orange, fragrant light of your inner goddess. With every sound of the music, it's spreading in your entire body. You have now connected with your inner goddess, and you may now connect with her every day with your mind's eye and intention. She resides in your womb's temple. She is you. If you feel like dressing, dress up like her. Take a deep breath in and finally release. Rub your hands and open your eyes slowly.
Stay relaxed in this state and allow yourself to flow with the divine energy. Some of you might feel like making a few sounds like and today, don't stop yourself. Relax into the state of your inner goddess. I'm giving you all a few seconds to come back to your body, to come back and open your eyes. Whew.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much, Neha. It was out of this world kind of an experience.
I hope a lot of you found some release in this. And this is how something, the reason why I chose number two is also because, as somebody mentioned here, that that's the number of divine feminine in general, the moon in general. So I just knew that is something which all of us can have a takeaway from. So this is one part of what is going to come up, but there is a lot more. Anybody over here who wants to channelize her divine goddess and share the experience of what she felt while after this, unmute yourself and share. This is your opportunity. Let the divine speak through you. So, who is unmuting and speaking? Okay. Uh, those who would like to, yeah. So, anybody wants to unmute and speak about their divine feminine experience right now? Interesting. Okay, Nisha is saying that she felt Ma Kali and Ma Bhuvaneshwari amazing. Nisha, would you like to share? Shall I unmute you? Could you come ahead and speak? Okay. Please unmute her.
Namaskar, Neha.
Namaste, Nisha.
This is Neelu Bhandari, right?
No, that's Nisha.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah, it's somebody else.
Okay.
I unmuted myself, but I'm staying quiet till I'm called on.
Okay. Nisha?
Nisha ji, you got the request to unmute yourself?
Yes. Thank
Oh,
you so much. Thank you.
great.
Yeah. Namaskar, Neha ji.
Namaste, Nisha. And by the way, before you begin, I'm just going to ask everybody to stay tuned because there's more coming up. So you don't want to miss that. Yes, Nisha, please go ahead.
Well, thank you so much for this amazing connect. I could really connect the channel between my womb and the heart. And that was so amazing because I never had thought, as I mentioned earlier, the womb has wisdom and then womb has can be connected to heart. That was so amazing. And yes, I have a lot of weight being gained around my hips area. So I was always wondering, what is it? Sudden weight gain. And I think today I realized something. Maybe that there's something which is not coming out. Ma Kali is a symbol of power. Probably I'm not using my power. That is what I could feel, and I could see Ma Bhuvaneshwari embracing me as if blessing me. So that was such a wonderful, connect. Probably I'm not connecting with my inner self. That is what I could feel.
Yeah.
That I need to embrace myself the way Ma Bhuvaneshwari did for me, and I need to come into my own power just as Ma Kali.
Absolutely.
That was so. That's such an amazing realization, which just happened with a few moments of getting into that energy which you just channelized for all of us. Thank you, thank you. I mean, I'm still having goosebumps. My body is shivering inside.
Thank you, Nisha, for thank you, and thank you for sharing this experience. And the one thing which I would like to highlight with Nisha's experience is that she had this thing of Ma Kali and Bhuvaneshwari speaking through her. What I want you all to know is that once you do more of this is the wisdom that you will get. We wonder what wisdom is. These are the inspirational wisdoms, these click of I need to do this and I don't need to do that, or that channelizes through me, or this channelizes through me. And when you speak with it by creating that wire connection again and again through your nerves, our internal wiring is our nerves. When we do that, which is why I beckoned the Lord Mercury in the beginning, because he is the one who channelizes our nerves. When we do that, that's the wisdom which flows through us, and which, as in Nisha's example, came out perfectly that because to her mind, goddess means Ma Kali and Bhuvaneshwari, and that's the mind energy which got channelized. So today she knows that she needs to stand in her power. I did not need to even tell her that. She knows it herself that she needs to channelize that power and operate in the world with compassion, which is what I'm going to tell you all today as well. You don't need me beyond a point. This entire workshop and what is to come next is meant for you to become, self-empowered. As I say, that awareness is empowerment. And once you create the channels of that empowerment, you do not need me or anybody like me. And when that happens, that's when I will be happy. That is when I will feel that the purpose for which I'm putting this across is done. So, Neelu, would you like to share next as your hand is raised?
Neha ji, it's me, Nisha. If you can just allow me to share one more thing. As you asked us to visualize the eyes and whatever we can see the goddess in whichever form, I could see really flashy eyes and lips, which again I think is telling me I need to see the world with a little different perspective, which I think yes, and I need to speak out. I need to speak out. So yes, this is what realization has just come to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I think thank you is just a small word. Thank you so much. God bless you.
And Nisha, the eyes, you said that those were big eyes. I'm almost having like a tear of joy here because, big eyes, actually, esoterically, they denote that you are ready to take in the world. You're ready to see. So what is it that you want to see or are not seeing? That's what your inner goddess is telling you. See.
And surprisingly, the eyes had blue shade and the lips had pink shade. So maybe masculine and feminine energy.
Absolutely.
I'm connecting it with this. Yes.
So that, and one personal hack which is coming to me for you is that go out on slow walks and see everything, see every color, see every detail of a leaf. If a plant is what you are seeing, see. And through that seeing, which is the sense which wants to work through you, connect to your brain, you will not just be able to experience this, but a lot more. So I'm so happy to know that some wiring has opened. Great. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Neelu, you want to go next?
Hey, Neha, thank you. And hi. And just taking on further from what you just said, I just wanted to also express and share that, the guided meditations that you do are unlike any that I've heard in a long time. And I think it's amazing. So a lot of this work is because of you, obviously. So thank you for that. And yes, this was, despite the fact that I came in much later, not from the beginning, it was, for me, it was for lack of any other words, I'm just going to say it was a super cool experience.
Thanks, Neelu, for sharing. And while you do say that it was me actually speaking, I really think and I believe it was my inner goddess, because it's that. Since I've connected with that energy, it has given me the power to put across something which, as you mentioned, it's true, and I accept and agree to it that it is not something which is currently available out there. Yes, there are a lot of womb healing.
I think there's what you do is very different. I haven't come across it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. As in, I have come across it with you in in the other space, but I will not go there right now. Yeah. But it's very different to the words, the meditative process of it is very different, and it's very nice. It's nice. It's nice. Matlab, yahan pahunchta hai. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. See, thanks for highlighting that, Neelu. And with that, I would like to give you all a message personally. It's a personal message. Trust me, when I began my journey, which was like almost 25 years back, for me to sit in one place and to meditate was very tough. It was very tough for me to follow cues. It was very tough for me to just close the eyes. So basically that part of me says that, which is what I don't want to call it meditations, and so I call it MP3. I know it's a little dry word, but the reason is because you would have noticed that this is conversational. It's like first making you aware of what are we working on, but in a very like conversational way, like a friend is speaking to you that this is what is happening, and do you know that is what it is. And then it's slowly guiding you, which is where I use NLP and the wisdom of numerology and astrology, etc. Slowly guiding you towards how to release it. And so what I'm going to speak about next is, Neelu, thank you so much for pointing that out, because
thank you. Thank you.
And because I really want to all know that you personally need certain hacks. And what I'm going to present to you today is those personal hacks. Romaline says that it's beautiful celebration of feminine, the sacredness of sensuality, sacred sexuality, purely sacred divinity of balanced feminine. Romaline, I love the words that you say, honey. I love it. Thank you so much for putting out there. Before we go ahead and we get into some more demos and some more explanation of your womb energy, and also of the divine feminine demos which are going to work through you, I'm going to announce something. So are you all ready? Please put it in the comment section. I'm going announce an opportunity for a much deeper work for you. So I'll hand it over to Vineeta to begin the slideshow now. Good to see all of you are ready and all of you are brimming with that divine feminine energy. While the slideshow begins, I would also want you all to, if possible, open your hair. That's intuitively coming to me. And the reason why I'm asking you to do that is, do you remember, or I don't know if you are aware, that in the past, in the ancient times, women who used to keep their hair open, they were considered to be wild. They were considered to be not domesticated, tied down. So untie yourself, open your hair. Just for this time, open your hair as I have. Hair has flow. Okay, so the announcement that I'm going to make today is of the Inner Shakti Womb Healing Advanced Group Session. So if you liked what you just went through, a lot more information, a lot more wisdom is coming your way. This advanced group session I have planned for the 16th of April, 7 p.m. onwards. It's going to be an online Zoom session. And just in case you are not able to join that, the replays are going to be available as well. And before I go ahead, I want to also let you know the reason why I chose 16th April is because it's a full moon day. The lunar goddess, it's going to be in its full glory. So that's the day that I have chosen. Let's move ahead. Okay, so in this Inner Shakti Womb Healing Advanced session, these are the things that we are plus going to work on. We're going to release with the full moon energy. Of course, I'm going to put a little splash of me in it, so it's going to be different. There's going to be a deeper connection with your womb energy. Of course, we are going to speak and do a lot of karmic and trauma release as well. And one thing which I'm going to speak and work on about is forgiveness. We have heard about it. We store resentments in our womb, but we still don't know how to channelize it such that we are ready to forgive ourselves and others. So that's what we are going to work upon, and understanding the wisdom of our womb. Again, with a splash of Nehaa Goyal, which is I'm going to use a lot of other techniques to initiate you more and more into that beautiful, prosperous energy of ours. And yes, you're going to have a lifetime access to the replay. So if this is something which interests you, let's move ahead, Vineeta. These are the packages. If you want to avail it, you can avail it for, and these packages will be available on the chat and on the WhatsApp as well. So package A is the Advanced Womb Healing Session, and this is the price of it. Let's move ahead. Package B. Okay, so package B is everything which package A has, plus I'm going to give you all the self-help numerology MP3 access. These are 9 beautiful meditations, or you can say chats, or what you just experienced, something of that sort, but more personalized from number 1 to number 9. You're going to have access to all of that. And the reason why I'm giving you an access to that, all of those numbers, is because one, of course, is our personal energy. And the second is that maybe karmically or maybe trauma-wise, there are certain more energies which are going to work with us, just so that eventually you do not find the need to have me, so you have it all. And that today is available at a whooping discount of 85%. After discount, where earlier it was 11,698 or $157, you get it at just 16.99 or 25 USD. So take it as my gift. Go for it, make the most of it, and have a lifetime access to this. This is the package C, which not just has everything that the package A and B has, plus. It also has a personal reading of which goddess energy is interacting through you, which is worth $15.99, and also self-help PDFs, which is a plus. You're going to have a lifetime access of it. That is available to you at a whooping discount of 81%. 2599 or USD 35. So you're getting the group session. So you're getting that all that divine wisdom, and all that release energy. And plus you're going to get PDFs, plus you are going to get the access of the MP3, the audios, and a personal reading. I'm going to send you a recording of it as to which goddess energy is wanting to work through you. All of that in package C. But as we always
welcome Krishna ji to share her experience with the womb healing.
So, hi, I have worked with Neha previously for all the workshops mostly that she's offered. But this one was, so Neha was offering 2020 and 3 consecutive months womb healing. And at that point, because of lockdown, I had tremendous anxiety and my period stopped. And I think it was intuitive that Neha put it out at that time, womb healing. And I attended 3 sessions. And I tell this a lot to people. Even if I say this to you, please, Neha doesn't, how do I put this? Neha tells you, you still have your medicines or whatever it is. Okay. Don't rely completely on energy healing specifically. But it worked for me like amazing, because after 3 months, my periods started coming regularly. My anxiety went down. Thirdly, what exactly happened is when we connected, at least when I connected with my woman that I would call, I started coming across situations where I was wanting to express myself. And I realized a lot of in my past, I would not express myself and I'll store all the emotions within me. But even if I didn't want to, I came across situations where I wanted to express myself. And now I'm so open to expressing my emotions through my words or behavior, all in a healthy manner. That was something, a beautiful change that happened with me after those sessions. So yeah, that was my experience. And not only that, Neha, I want to add this to you. I, in my work, be it office or my, the reading side, both the places I got appreciated while I was expressing myself, for expressing myself. So that was another plus. Yeah. And it gave me an opportunity to unravel even more what is there inside me, that requires healing, and that is leaning my attention. So yeah, it was an amazing experience. And it was just, I don't know how it worked. You offer it and, I needed it at the same time. So it was like meant to be.
That's how divine feminine energy, Krishna, always when it's ready to flow through you and ready to unshackle itself, that's what it does. And, as you said, that you attracted uh, appreciation. And that is what happens. A lot of us women are trained to ask for it. And we wonder that why do we not have enough friends? Why do we not have intimate relationships? Why is it that nobody appreciates? The energy is blocked, honey. That is the reason why it is not happening. And once you unravel it, once you connect with it, once you let it pass through you, a feminine energy is naturally passive. Even if you would see, feminine energy is not penetrative. It just has to be and it will attract. It just has to be and things will flow through it. And that is the wisdom which we have been going away from. The first time that we heard, oh, you're so girly. Well, I'm a woman. I am supposed to be girly. Hello. We are supposed to have some tantrums, some nakra. We are supposed to be feminine. We are supposed to invite everything into our energy without moving a finger. Yes, that is what, as Krishna mentioned, that is what when I started to connect with that divine feminine goddess energy, which I made an effort of knowing who that is, first of all, because all of us are unique, is what happened in the spiritual communities these days. And thank you, Krishna, for sharing your experience, for being open and putting it out there. So I would say that in the spiritual communities these days, I hear a lot that I'm a warrior or that I'm I'm a spiritual go-getter. Now, here's my thing about it, which is that as a woman, actually, we are not supposed to emote excessive masculine energy, but because the world out there is such that it does make us go through it. So that's the reason why I have designed this April 16th webinar, and everything which follows with it is also because so that we can settle into that feminine energy and be open and receptive to receive. The thing is, we've got so used to penetrating, which is giving, that this energy we are losing connection with. And it's this energy which is around what I have designed this entire session of. And the PDFs and also the MP3s, that's what it is going to help you with. So let me give you all a little more experience, a little more insight into how numerology speaks to us. A couple of you had shared your date of birth. Let me just go back to it. I had already taken.
Neha ji, sorry to interrupt you, but is it possible that we answer one really important question, which I believe many have at the moment on their mind?
Yeah.
How do self-help PDFs help them? And
oh yeah,
do they need all the numerology recordings.
Yeah.
That's what somebody has asked in the WhatsApp group as well. And I had myself this question on my mind. So,
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much for Vineeta and everybody else for bringing this up. So how do the PDFs help? Okay. Now, have you ever noticed that whenever we go for some seminar, be it this one, be it any other, we have a great experience while it is on. So let's say even if you decide to go for the 16th thing, you'll have a great experience. But what after that? What happens after that? These PDFs are specially designed to be easy for you to follow through the journey after that. It's almost as if now you will be holding your own hand. And for that, you have all of that information which is available on the PDF in a very formatted manner, in a day-wise manner, so that you can follow it through. You can hold your own hands and help yourself after that journey also, so that the experience that you have on the 16th, or for that matter right now, is not just a day's experience, just so that it is spread in more number of days, just so that you do not feel as if there is no hand now which is helping you. Ek baar hua tha, ho gaya. It's not that. It has to linger on like a scent. So that is what the information in this PDF will help you. Now, the second question about the numerology MP3s. The reason why all of those numerology MP3s will also work for you and you must have it because it's available is because, see, understand that so many numbers are affecting our life. We have our date of birth, yes, but we also have our name. And when with that name we interact in the world, we are interacting and absorbing other people's energies as well. And as I mentioned earlier, our womb is a cup, which is where it all goes and gets stored. So where it's good to know that what do you personally need to do, it is also, which is what the, which personal goddess energy is residing through you. Through that, I will let you know that which MP3 you need to concentrate on. But it's good to have all of them, because while you are absorbing other numbers inside you, what about that? Who helps you in that? These MP3s will help you in that. These other MP3s, the golden nuggets which are available for you, will help you clear that absorbed energy. Remember, I told you that feminine energy is a natural receiver. These days, we are just receiving shit. So to clear that shit out, which we don't even know what shit it is, you require all of these MP3s. And which is what comes to you in a package where you don't need to really boggle your mind over, ye karu ya, should I do this, should I do that? Everything is available. So does that answer? Or if you have any other questions, you can put it in the chat.
Neha ji, just one little.
So 1 second. So question is asked that does it include energy? As I said, in the package C, while I'm giving out the personal recording of which divine energy is flowing through you, in that, alongside that information, I will also let you know at which personal number you need to concentrate on. Yes, that information is available to you. Okay.
There is this question being asked, which is, this includes the numerology, right? I'm not sure which package.
Yeah, which is what I just answered. Which is what I have just answered.
Yes, I'd just like to add one little thing to it. The numerology thing is related to and only related to your womb healing. It is not your entire life numerology thing.
Yeah, so the concentration here is because we are keeping it very focused on the trauma of your womb and what you need to work on. This numerology is an insight into which personal number you need to work on alongside which divine feminine energy. Because each of these MP3s has visualization of the divine energy. That divine energy you can pick up, which will come out in the reading, and visualize specifically for that, so that your work becomes even more personal. Your PDF work, your MP3 works, which is going to help you beyond the 16th April 1-hour group session, and which anyways you're going to get a replay of, becomes a lot more personal, so that eventually you don't need me. So yeah, I hope that answers.
Right.
Okay, so I was wondering that we did have a couple of other details, and I was wondering, I'd already taken Audrey's name. Is Audrey still there? Audrey Fernandez? Audrey, are you there? Can somebody unmute Audrey, please? Audrey, you're there?
Hi, Neha.
Hi, namaste, Audrey. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Namaste.
So, Audrey, the date of birth that you had shared, I'm not able to find it. Could you just let me know that again? Could you message me, WhatsApp me?
Yeah, it's February the 9th, 1971.
Okay. February the 9th, 1971. So first thing, Audrey, when it comes to you, you are somebody who feels that she is a lot older in wisdom in comparison to everybody around her. And the fear that you face because of that, the trauma which has registered, is the fear of rejection of that wisdom, the fear of rejection when it comes to you not being understood by them in terms of the energy which you exude. So you are misunderstood, you are also misrepresented, and what has stored inside you is also the childhood trauma of not being well connected or not feeling well supported, probably by whoever you were growing around with. So you feel that everything you have to do on your own. But however, that does make you a visionary as well. That also makes you the energy goddess which is flowing through you is a very fiery energy. Alongside that, with that fire energy, if you channelize that into a compassionate energy and exude that in the universe, which is your hack, is going to really help you. So for somebody like you, I would suggest that, yes, definitely do candle meditation. All those fears of rejection and all that trauma of not feeling supported, give it to the candle, let it, the flame of the candle, and let it get purified from there. For you personally, I would suggest you can use the Numerology MP3 9 if you do go ahead with the packages. So is that something you resonate with, Audrey?
Yeah, I think so. And actually, I've got fibroids.
Okay.
So I think probably that's
So yes,
what
a lot of
happened.
a lot of anger coming from not being understood well, not being taken well in terms of what are your intentions and how it comes out. That is stored in your cup, in your womb, and which is what you need to release. Which is where I mentioned the number 9 numerology MP3 will really help you to release that. Alongside that, number 2 to cool it down. So also tell me something, Audrey. Are you somebody who would say that you have a propensity towards cough and cold?
Yeah, I do. In fact, I'm just recovering from COVID.
Oh, okay. So good that you're recovering. So with your numerology, I can also see that there is a little propensity to it, which is again happening as this the heat inside you, the heat which is getting settled in the womb and it is making it almost dry, is what you need to work upon so that that trauma gets released, the anger which is misinterpreted, which is not taken out, and you can work on it. So I hope that helps, Audrey.
Thank you so much. And Neha, what about the candle technique? Like, how do I go about it?
So what you have to do is just put a candle in front of you. See that if the room can be dark, and visualize all those every time which you were misunderstood that you wanted to do something, but it was misinterpreted as being dominating. Remember those memories. Visualize that is going through from your womb. It is going to the candle, and it is getting purified. And then after that, as I said, you can follow that up with the MP3 9 and MP3 2, such that not only are you releasing, but you are refilling that womb with the new energy as well. Do this for 21 days or 43 days, and you will start seeing some breaking down of probably some breaking down of that internal anger, internal heat.
Thank you so much. Thank
you.
Neha. In fact, I actually felt a little something shift, during your meditation.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see a lot of pink and white swirling, and I could see a big eye.
Mm-hmm. You do. Again, see. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
That's in fact the reason why I played the number 2 MP3, because I knew that it will resonate with every divine feminine.
Thank you so much, Neha.
Thank you, Audrey. Thank you for coming up. And okay, so the next person who we can take now is one second. Let me just go back. Okay, so is Shikha there? Shikha, you there? Shikha Jolly. Okay, I think she's not there right now. Okay, we will move to Anisha. Anisha, are you there? Anisha needs to be unmuted.
Anisha sent you the request to unmute. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, I don't think she's there. So anyone else wants to be picked up for a demo can raise their hands and we can unmute you. If you've shared your date of birth. Nisha, can we unmute Nisha, please? Okay, after that we will go to Charmaine. Aruna, okay, Deepa, okay, guys, okay, great. So yeah, so don't worry, we have the Divine Feminine demos as well. We'll pick you all up. So yeah, Nisha.
Yes.
Okay, Nisha. Yes. Nisha, what was the date of birth that you shared?
5/11/1982.
Okay, right. So Nisha, you are somebody who stores in the womb the trauma of aloofness, the trauma of always being left alone, because the questions that you have, people around you have not had answers for it. In fact, you were judged for the questions that you were asking. They told you that you were asking too much. And that sort of rejection of almost as if, why do you even want to know? Are you stupid? That's the kind of trauma which one sort of it, which you store in your womb. You yearn for somebody to hold you and tell you that, yes, I understand where your questions are coming from. And I might not have answer to it, but I would help you through in your journey. Now, is that something which resonates with you, Nisha?
My God, each word that you said, Nehaji, was like, it was coming from my womb. I could feel a little vibration in my womb as you were saying those words. And it is so, so true. Now I know somewhere I can relate. Why do I have that weight gain? Because I have started my journey to spirituality. And what you said is absolutely right. I have questions which nobody had in my family or in my, entire clan. And I have those questions and I look at things with different perspective. Now I've shared this with you like a lot many times, that a lot goes to you also, where you have changed my perspective towards astrology, especially.
Thank
So
you.
now, when I question things in a different way, yes, I am left out, and even I have been shamed by my own family members, extended family members, for what I'm doing, into spirituality, into occult sciences. So I've been put down, I've been shamed, and now I know. I just shared with my experience. I've gained a lot of weight around my womb, around my hips, in the lower abdomen. Now I know I hold that aloofness, that probably that shame as well. Which comes from people around me who have judged me for what I am doing. Yes, yeah, I know. It's as if my womb is crying now. Yeah, ji. Thank you so
Right.
much for bringing that to me. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. And for somebody like you, I would suggest that you go ahead definitely with MP3 2, but also MP3 7, because that will help you in invoking that inner goddess, which you so need to connect with. And when you do this again for 21 to 43 days, it is going to help you. And I just want to thank you, Nisha. And I just want to let you all know that while if you do go ahead with the package C, where you do get the group session, in the reading that I'm going to give to you, the recording of it, I'm also going to tell you all a personal hack which you can carry on doing, such that, as I said, you do not eventually need any hand holding from me or anybody like me. So for somebody like you, Nisha, what will really work is, of course, the first thing which I said, that go in a garden and start seeing, that was coming from there, because go and hug a tree. Go and hug a tree. That is going to work beautifully for you. And in the beginning, trust me, you could also feel that it is unnatural, like who does that? Or you will see people's gaze. Maybe those people are not even there, but you will see people's gaze. That's the shame coming out. Let it come. Go and hug a tree.
You won't believe, Nehaji, I have felt that need of tight hug for such a long time now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are your numbers. Your sacred geometry is saying that, and it's so good in divine. Also, 16th is a 7, so.
Yeah, and I feel so much in my solar plexus chakra also now. I can feel so much. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nisha. Glad
God
you
bless
have
you.
it. Excellent. So we'll take Charmaine next. Hello, Charmaine. Somebody please mute her. Oh no, unmute her. Unmute, sorry.
No, we unmuted.
Unmute the inner goddess. Yes, Charmaine. Hello. Namaste. So good to see you.
Yeah.
Okay, Charmaine, what is your date of birth, honey?
3rd Jan 1963.
Okay. Wow. Charmaine, not only do I know a little about you, but specifically with your date of birth, what I'm getting is that you think ahead of time. You have already made plans of things which other people can't even fathom or see. ऐसा तो नहीं होता, ऐसा तो कभी नहीं होगा, Charmaine. What are you overthinking about? Okay. So the trauma that you carry, one of the traumas that you carry in your womb is that I want to hold this vision close to me because I so see it happening, but nobody around me supports me in that. Nobody around me is telling me, Charmaine, we are with you, go for it. But I see, ye hoga, this is what is going to happen. And that sense of rejection, that sense of why, because see, those things anyways happen maybe a year down the line or 2 years down the line. And you often say that, but I said so, I thought so. which is what in return gives you a little, because you are currently outwarding it, you are expecting that from the world. Inwardly, it gives you instability. Okay, so what you need to do if you do go ahead with the MP3s is concentrate on the MP3 of 2 and the MP3 of 4 and also the MP3 of 3. That will help you strengthen your own inner support system, which is your own inner spine. So if I have to give a word, I would say have a spine. Doesn't matter if anybody is accepting your vision, you accept it, because when you will connect with your inner goddess, you will know the truth of it, that it is true, it is going to happen. I am going to let that intuition, that wisdom of seeing beyond years flow through me. And one hack that I have for you is that I think I already gave it to you too. Sage smudging is very important for you. But the other thing which you can do is that now that you smudge that sage, the smoke which comes out of it, okay, follow the root of that smoke. What I mean to say is that often what we do, we smudge the sage or we smudge the agarbatti and we show it around the house. Perfect, do that. But just hang on your eyes to the flow of the smoke. Okay, and follow it. Just see it coming out and disappearing. Just see it coming out and disappearing. That will give you clarity. The clarity which you need, which you so seek from others. I want to do this. Shall I do this? Do you think it will work? And that trauma getting settled. That will help. Charmaine, does that help? Does that resonate?
Yes, thank you. I have taken package C.
Excellent. Done. The webinar is still on. The flash sale is still on. I would say make the most of it. Okay, great, Charmaine.
How many I thought is from 7 to on the 16th? 7 to?
7 to approximately 8, but even this webinar was planned till 8, but I see it going ahead. So anyways, you'll get the replay, but definitely 7 to 8.
So the package C even is on the same day and at the same time, no? It will include package A and B, and then C will be given for the goddess to connect with.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the reading this time, the inner goddess reading this time is a recording, so you will get that. Yeah.
Okay. So it will be personalized for each person, no?
The inner goddess, yes. It will be a personal thing.
Personal, yes. Personally.
Yes, the hack, the numerology which you should connect to in the package C, and the inner goddess, that's all personalized.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Charmaine. Thank you. Okay, so let's move ahead. Shall we?
We have Deepa, Aruna, and Pallavi. 3 people who have raised their hands and have been waiting very patiently.
Absolutely. Thanks for your patience, everybody. I'm going to do something different for you all. I'm going to give you a little inroad into what Divine Goddess is going to work for you. So, Aruna ji, can we pick you up? Please, somebody unmute Aruna ji.
Aruna ji, I've sent you the request to unmute. Please unmute.
Yeah, namaste, namaste.
Namaste, Aruna ji. How are you?
Thank you. Fine.
Okay, so good to see you. So, Aruna ji, for you today, please take a moment to ask the universe as to what inner goddess is wanting to work with you. That's the insight you're going to get. And please let her know what is which inner goddess, which one are you going to work with, Aruna ji? A card has actually come up for you. Okay, so your inner goddess is Shekinah. Okay. So she is the presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. Aruna ji, what it looks like is that certain times you do not have the clarity. You feel that you are in the dark. And when you feel that you are in the dark, you seek for light from outside. You seek that as if the new information or the new insight lies outside you. Your divine feminine energy, Shekinah, is reminding you that you are the divine light and it is within you. So let's say if you do decide to take the package and when you visualize the light, let the light flow through you instead of externalizing it and thinking that light stays there. Say that light stays within me. So your affirmation is that I am my own light, because that's the word which is often.
Yeah, I have taken the package C in the flash. And one more thing is what I was about to tell is, when you're doing that meditation earlier, when you said you see the Shakti, I was seeing myself. When you said see her eyes, see her earrings and all, I was seeing my earrings and my eyes and myself as the Shakti there. I could not see someone else or goddess or something like that. I got a doubt there whether I am going in the right direction.
So Aruna ji, that's what you are, your Shakti, right? The light is within you. That's what even the energy which is flowing through you, the light is within you.
Yeah,
And
it's so I'm overwhelmed because I was earlier I have raised my hand to tell that only.
so sweet of you. Yeah. So,
Right.
so that is what is flowing through you, Aruna ji. And in fact, I would also like to say that how we've been made to believe that there is one goddess somewhere out there, and then there is me, which is what I said in the beginning. That is what brings the duality. In fact, the goddess, which is, and I'm going to send all of you. I'm going to send you the picture of the goddess also, because a lot of times, as a neurolinguistic practitioner, I'm saying when you look at the card, I don't know if it's visible through the light, but when you look at the card and you look at how she looks, you can superimpose your own picture on her in your mind's eye and let her flow through you. That is how this will help you. It's not just random information. I am initiating you with this to make use of it from today up till maybe whenever you feel the need of it. You don't need to come back to me again and again to ask what is flowing through me. You see? Okay.
Yeah, very thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Arunaji. Thank you. Okay, thanks. So next we'll pick up Pallavi. Pallavi ji, namaste. Please somebody unmute her. Somebody please unmute the divine goddess Pallavi.
Namaste.
Namaste, Pallavi. How are you?
I'm fine. बस मेरा गला थोड़ा सा खराब है. Please don't mind if I'm coughing.
Pallavi ji, no, not at all. And divine blessings to your gala, to your vocal cords. Maybe with the womb energy passing through you to your vocal cord, it will get better. Let's bless you with it.
Thank you.
Okay. So what divine energy is wanting to pass through Pallavi? What do you want her to know? Oh, okay. The energy which is passing through you, divine energy, is Thekla. Could you mute yourself for a second, Pallavi? Yeah, thanks. So so this energy says the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. So Pallavi ji, all that power that you have given away to someone else, seeking validation from the outside world, you tell me how good I am. If you don't accept me, I am worth nothing. If you do not tell me I am beautiful, then I am not beautiful. This divine energy of Thekla with the roaring, almost like our own Durga, is wanting to work with you. It's a protective energy. Pallavi, you protect your kith and kin like a goddess Durga, which means unko koi kuch keh nahi sakta. So that power which you exude, but you give away seeking validation to them also. But just only if you create her in your womb energy, and for you something like an MP3 9 will be very good. So you also just call that energy back, or even 8, just call that energy back and start operating through you. So Pallavi, is it true? Do you give out your power too much to others? Oh, sorry. Asked to unmute. 1 second. Asked to unmute. Yeah.
Whatever you have said is absolutely correct.
Yes.
That I have from various people. But today, during this meditation, when there was this certain line that you see the roots coming out of you, I saw Kali jump out of me, and she's like, chomp, 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 and all those roots are gone. And
wow. That is the Kali energy, right? The Kali, the energy of power, the energy of I'm not doing this anymore. That divine anger.
It was in its typical Rudra Roop.
Oh, yes, yes.
And she just jumped out of nowhere, and she looked straight in my eyes, and you just jump off all these validations from others. You validate yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think this is, also because we've combined a lot of divine feminine energies over here. There's no coincidence that I was divinely guided to use the MP32 only, because a lot speaks about the group energy as well. So I see a lot of ice coming in, as you all mentioned, sharing your experiences. I see a lot of Kali, a lot of Durga, a lot of fierce energy coming in. So far, no mellow energy has come in. So I want you all to also remember that even though a feminine energy is a receiver, but sometimes we have to make noise. We have to make noise. We have to speak our truth. And the only difference is that when a divine feminine energy makes noise, that noise is coming out of compassion. It's coming out of, this is what I want. That's it. It's not coming out of, this is what I want, give it to me. No, it's coming out of, that's me, I want that. आंखें बस हिलानी होती है. That is what will happen with a lot of you when you start connecting with your own divine energy. You will not find the need in you to shout, to over assert. That's masculine. You will just say it and it will be done. Okay, thank you, Pallavi ji, for sharing that. And let's move ahead. I think Deepa has been waiting. Namaste, Deepa. Somebody please mute Deepa. Deepa H.
Deepa ji, please unmute yourself. I'll send you the request.
Okay, maybe she's not around. We'll go to Monica then. Monica, you there? Namaste.
Hey, namaste. How are you?
I am good, honey. How are you?
I'm also fine. Though I missed your meditation, like I was little doing some work when the meditation was going on, but still I want to know, like, which is my inner goddess.
Yeah. So, and you can take the this thing also, the replay you can watch for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to buy the package now.
Okay, excellent. Flash sale chal raha hai, abhi le lo. Okay. So, what's the inner goddess which is operating through Monica? What do you want her to do today? The inner goddess. Okay. By the way, first of all, I don't know why I want to let you know that here in the inner goddess card also we have the egg shape. And I have spoken a lot about the egg shape. In case you watch the replay, you would know then what I mean. Okay, so the inner goddess that you have is Bridget. And she says, the goddess of the eternal flame. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter and brighter. This is how she looks. And we will take it from there. But what Bridget basically is telling you, the goddess which is going to what that is telling you, you do not need to outsource the fire from outside. The energy of passion is wanting to flow through you. The energy of taking an action and going ahead and doing things without asking or looking for support, because it is coming from within. That fire energy is wanting to go to work with you. I am an eternal flame. Another thing that it says is that there is a very high possibility, Monica, what you will do or not do in this world is creating a legacy for even the time when you might not be here. You are going to be remembered. And maybe when you are not in a particular environment, but people remember you for what you got to that environment. People remember you for maybe if the womb if the womb is not healed completely, maybe they remember you for wrong things. But when you start working on it, you have that power of being remembered, being known for even when you have left, because the flame is eternal. So that is what is wanting to work through you. Do you resonate with it? And for somebody like you, when it comes to, if you do decide to take the MP3, something like an MP3 3 or the MP3 1 will be more suitable. So tell me, Monica, do you resonate with Bridget? We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Monica. Okay, not sure what happened. I hope she heard what I said. Okay, so let's move ahead. And Deepa, I think, is trying to say that she was trying to unmute, but that didn't happen.
Yes.
So maybe Deepa, if somebody can unmute Deepa.
We've sent her the request more than one time, but she's unable to unmute herself.
Okay, so we will move to Bhavna, and probably that will be the last one that we pick for today. But then there is something that I want to share with you in the end. Romaline says, I was with Kuan Yin. Beautiful dancing music, elegant. Thank you. Oh, wow, that's a beautiful energy. I love Kuan Yin. She's so flowy. She's so... Okay, Monica is saying she got cut off. Please unmute me. Okay, Monica wanted to share something. Before we go to Bhavna, can we unmute Monica?
Yeah, hello Neha.
Hello.
Whatever you say now, that was perfectly spot on. Remember, you have done a soul reading for me.
Yes.
And about that also you said the same thing. I'm going to leave some legacy. And this time also it will be the same. So like I think your reading is perfect and absolutely spot on. I completely resonate with that. And I'm looking forward. Yeah. Can you please repeat the MP3 I should follow, like, because I got cut off.
Yeah, I said MP3 3 and MP3 1.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks, honey.
Yeah.
Neha, if you could just give me 30 seconds. Guys, this flash sale will go away as soon as this webinar ends. Whosoever wants to take advantage of this flash sale offer, you can do it now. The same thing would be available in package C, but not at the flash sale rates. So if you are unable to pay because of XYZ reason, get over those reasons. Only and only people who take action receive the benefits. So take action now and receive the benefit that is actually your right. She created that offer specially for you, especially for this particular segment itself, for this particular section of people who have come here and joined her in this vortex of energy. It is for you. Please take advantage of that offer now, because in next few minutes, this webinar will end. And as soon as this webinar ends, this flash offer will go away. Thank you.
Thanks, Vineeta. Okay, Bhavna, can somebody please help Bhavna be unmuted?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. It is just that I'm in the kitchen.
How are you,
Namaste.
honey?
I'm good. Ma'am, I had a session with you. I think the previous through Mystic Lotus already.
Yes.
So yeah, so you know me. It's just that I'm in the kitchen right now.
No worries. But we will see now which divine feminine energy is wanting to flow through you. What does the universe wants to tell you? Let's see. Okay. I'm getting a lot of fiery energy for you all these days. In this session, I've got Sekhmet for you. Okay. She is the red lady. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Please tell me, Bhavna, how much anger have you unspoken so far? How much of that you have let thither?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I am. In fact, now I am speaking of the anger. Like I am releasing it out because I too didn't realize that there was so much of anger inside me.
Yeah.
It started coming when I, started connecting more spiritually. I started understanding that there is a lot of anger in me, and it's very true. But it is not shown. Like it is not there. Like if somebody asks me, like, "Are you angry?" I'll say no. But it is just that in this last 1 year, with how much of a knowledge I have and whatever practices, any kind of chantings, and I realized that there is a lot of anger, and due to certain unspoken words with a lot of people around me, like it's all past.
Yeah.
So then, yes, I am slowly releasing it out through journaling.
Yeah.
Trying to, yeah, you're right, ma'am. Whatever.
Thank you. Yes,
Please tell
Bhavna.
me.
The energy is such, and Sekhmet is an ancient Egyptian goddess. She is also the goddess of. So when we do say anger, it is also the divine anger. The divine anger. Have you? These are certain times people who were not allowed to throw tantrums when they were growing up. That they were a child and they were said that your tantrum is an inconvenience to me. So they did not know. So they did not know how to channelize it. I feel it like as a child you felt it, but you didn't know what to do with it. So you became quieter and quieter, and it started to go inside more and more in the room, so something like if you do go ahead with the package, something like a MP3 2, and
Ma'am, I've picked up already package C, the one which is yeah. I just wanted to ask you another thing is that it's like 1 day before Easter, and your call is 1 day before Easter. So I just want to know, in case if I'm really busy with some guest, how do though I'm so much interested in attending this call, I would want my best, but what do I do in case if I'm missing it? Like, how do I get the benefit of it? Like, I have picked it up though.
Yeah, sure. So, honey, the replay is available to you for lifetime. You can watch the replay. And the reason why I kept it on 16th is because it's a full moon. So energetically,
I know. Yeah. I understand that, ma'am. I completely get that because it's full moon and yeah. So
yeah, so best is to do it then. But anyways, the replay is available for you, so you can always watch it, and you can always, you can watch it at any time. You can also watch it at the next full moon, right?
Okay, so like I'll be like 99% trying my best to attend it.
I would love to have you on the live, honey, because when energies get together, a lot of things come out, and sometimes wisdom thrives on it. But of course, if there is something which is really keeping you hanged up, you will have the replay available.
I'll try my level best to just move out for at least 1 hour or
yes.
Yeah. If it extends more than 1 hour, yeah, then maybe I might find it. But yeah, at least 1 hour I'll try to be in.
Absolutely, Bhavna. I will see you there.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks,
Anything else,
Bhavna.
ma'am? Any guidance for me?
So yeah, so you know, when you can feed cats, Bhavna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can feed cats. That would really help you.
Cat. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, Bhavna, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
so I guess, Vineeta, we are almost towards the end of our session. And I would just like to thank everybody who joined in, because when we get group energies together, a lot of energy flows from one person to another. As I said that in today's session, I could see a lot of fiery energy. So for a lot of you, I would also say that when you're cooking, because that's where you know, we use a lot of fire. Any feeling that you have which is not in your highest and best, keep giving it to the flame. Keep giving it to the flame. Like visualize from your heart, from your womb, everywhere it is coming out and it is going in the flame. And it is getting converted into the energy of the divine goddess, which is operating through you. And that divine goddess is blessing through the food, is blessing you, blessing everybody else. Flame, the energy of passion and the energy of fire, has the energy of purifying. And what we need to purify is all that which we don't know yet how to process, which maybe a lot of us need to purify self judgment. Remember this shape that I so spoke about? This is the shape of power. When you say namaste, please say it with warmth such that it can expand. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. It was a beautiful session. You made it all possible. For everybody who's joining in next, I'll see you on the 16th. Else, you can watch the replay of this too. I will be uploading it soon. And thank you, Vineeta, for helping me with this session, for really holding us all together in it. Thank you, everybody who made themselves vulnerable out here to put it out there. That is one of the lessons a lot of us divine feminine do have, and making this possible, because in our interactions came out a lot of wisdom for all of us, a lot of takeaways for all of us. You all must thrive. You all must grow. There's a reason why your soul has chosen to be a feminine in this day and age. Make the most of it. Your gufa lies within, your energy lies within. And at that note, I would just like to say, awareness is empowerment. Get aware about yourself. Stay connected. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you for the beautiful, beautiful information and knowledge. And we all really, really are thankful. I'm seeing so many messages of thank you coming up, and so many people could connect with everything that you have said, everything that was put out there that they individually have felt. I am sure this is going to further empower each one of them. And collectively, it was amazing and beautiful, truly beautiful. I mean, I've been through sessions earlier as well, but this was something else. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, and I love you all. Mwah.
We love you back.
Namaste, tata, bye bye.
Bye.